deep series of Oh my, it's a smashing evening, ladies and gentlemen, as we are inspecting this price action with the monocle. As we are inspecting the price action with our monocle on. Oh my goodness, what an amazing daily close we're about to have right now, because there is a bearish signal on the chart that is about to close indeed. Wow, would you look at that? Alright, y'all, we are live on this beautiful Monday evening. Blessings to everybody in the name of Jesus, Yeshua, the Messiah. Even if you are not religious, I still pray you and your family are super blessed. As the Bitcoin price is about to confirm a very bearish signal, we're going to be inspecting this price action, talking about what we can expect for the rest of the week, heading into the FOMC. Shout out to Crawler, shout out to Burak Ahmed. Love to you, my man. Shout out to Mick. Shout out to Hornets. Shout out to Annabelle Manuel. Shout out to Ill Hero, who says pump it. Shout out to Ben 55 or 5354. Shout out to KD8 Rap, who says nice monocle, sir. Well, thank you very, very much for the compliment. Shout out to Terry Darling, dumping dumpster dummy. Shout out to Red Elephant. Shout out to Akaya Moss. Shout out to AS Y Bearish. We're going to 100K. Shout out to NR, who says yo. Shout out to JJ McDizzle. Blessings to everybody in the name of Jesus, Yeshua, the Messiah. Even if you are not religious, I still pray you and your family are super blessed. Let's discuss what is about to happen in 15 minutes. First of all, guys, I do have to give a major shout out to everybody in the chat. Got to give a major shout out to BingX, MEXC, and BLOFIN, the three exchanges I'm trading on. And a major shout out to the Casper crew, because you can see we're in a little scalp long from the setup from this morning. And of course, I told everybody I'm in a long fraction of the position size, not feeling too bullish here. Confirmation's not looking as juicy as I was hoping. Nonetheless, we are in the long trade from the setup that was given in advance in the Casper crew. So shout out to the Casper crew. Short from the bottom, baby. Long from the top. That's what we do. Short from the bottom, baby. Long from the top. Alright, now let's come on over to this area here. If you guys were here for my morning stream, you guys know that I was looking for a little bit more of a move to the downside before we got to move to the upside, and that's kind of what's happening right now. So let's pop on over to TradingView, guys. Make sure to like the stream, because if we can get 1,000 likes within the first 30 minutes, we will be giving away 1,000 USDT. So I want to start on the most obvious time frame right here, which is the daily time frame. All right, the daily time frame. We have on the daily time frame right here a red dot that will confirm in 14 minutes, and this is very crucial for the rest of the week. Why? Because for the past, well, 200 days basically, as we are trading within this range, the dots on Market Cipher B have pretty much been dictating what happens for the rest of the week, right? Once you get that red dot on Market Cipher B, well, that's pretty much the rest of the week bearish. Red dot, rest of the week bearish. Get the green dot, rest of the week bullish. Get the green dot, rest of the week bullish, until you get the red dot where the rest of the week is bearish. Then you get another red dot where the rest of the week and then some is bearish, until you get the green dot where the rest of the week is bullish, until you get the red dot where the rest of the week is bearish, until you get the green dot where the rest of the week is bullish. And now we have the red dot. Now, this is not confirmed yet, but as you guys know, this is a battle. This is a battle between two Mexican gangsters. They're cartel. They're smuggling blue and purple candles across the border of support and resistance. We have El Punto Verde on... Oh, El Punto Verde's gone on the weekly time frame. Oh my goodness. We had a green dot, El Punto Verde, on the weekly, which is now gone. And we have El Punto Rojo on the daily, looking to push the price to the downside. Now, here's the thing about these dots, guys. As we know, these dots don't mean anything unless the price comes to very specific key levels of resistance. Well, as we know, our last major rejection from $65,000 was coming right up to the Fibonacci Golden Pocket retracement. Right here, where El Punto Rojo has reared his ugly head. And not only did El Punto Rojo rear his ugly head, but if we come to the 1 hour time frame, we can also see that as we made a higher high into this golden pocket, we were also seeing the dreaded upside down Sam Bankman-Fried bearish man boob pattern, where the man boob, money flow, and nipples are getting lower over time as the price is getting higher. In fact, we can just superimpose this onto the chart and see that the resemblance is indeed striking. Wow. Absolutely amazing. Now, what else do we know about the 618 Fibonacci level? Of course, we know that she is our high school crush, the hot blonde cheerleader who we all loved, who we thought we would go steady with, get matching Bitcoin tattoos, and live happily ever after off our meme coin crypto gains. We would never have to get jobs, which is why we got the tattoos on our neck and our hands. Because, you know, no one will ever be able to get a job with a tattoo on their neck or hand. And, of course, the rejection was harsh. She rejected my romantic inquiry. 618, will you go out with me? No, Jason, I will not. And she rejected me, and it hurt. All right? And, of course, she rejected me because she didn't like nice guys like your boy Jay Casp. She liked the criminals like Sam Bankman Fried Chicken. And here's the thing, guys. Speaking of Sam Bankman Fried Chicken, if we take a look at what has happened here, from the last high at 65K to our most recent high, we can see that, yes, we got the rejection. Yes, our heart was broken, but then we decided, you know what? I'm going to work on myself. I'm going to eat healthier. I'm going to start going to the gym. I'm going to learn how to play an instrument. I'm going to read some books and become more knowledgeable. And maybe now 618 will go out with me. After all, Sam Bankman-Fried's in jail, right? 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 Well, turns out, guys, he has conjugal rights with 618, and once again, as we came up into this area, what did we see? The dreaded Sam Bankman-Fried uneven man breast pattern once again. And so every time we come into these resistances, we are seeing the upside down Sam Bankman-Fried man boob pattern, right? As the price is getting higher, the man boobs on market Cipher B are getting lower. So what does this mean for Bitcoin? Well, guys, here's the thing. In about approximately 11 minutes now, we are going to confirm the red dot, which honestly makes me think the rest of the week is going to be bearish, y'all. And I hate to say it, because I want it to be bullish. I want it to be bullish. But this right now is just, it's not the best look for Bitcoin. Now, is there any hope? Is there any hope? Well, look, we know that we're bouncing right now from this level right here, okay? Pull a very local fib from the last low to the very local high, and this is where we're getting a bounce from. This is why we took the long trade this morning in the Casper Crew VIP Discord. As you can see, we are long from that level right over here. Bam! All right, we're long from the level. Set up, get in advance. Told everyone I took a long fraction of a position size because I was looking for another dip. In fact, we still might get another dip now that Asia is open. Still actually looking for another little bit of a dip down to the downside. Dip down to the downside. Okay? But, let's see here. That's where we're getting our move from. And so this level could actually give us some support. Because when you think about it, guys, yes, she rejected us. 618 broke our heart. But we are in something known as the friend zone, which means she will be there to offer support when we are brokenhearted. And so really it's a battle between the two 618s. The 618 to the upside and the 618 to the downside. Now I am really not liking this 1 hour, this 1 day red dot right here. I really don't like it. I don't like it at all. I don't want it to confirm. I was hoping we'd get a little bit more of a bounce. Now what is the, is there any bullish hope here? I would like to go out on a limb and say, yes, there's bullish hope here. And I want to base this off something that happened last week on our 4 hour time frame. All right. Last week on our 4 hour time frame, if you guys remember, we had ourselves a bearish divergence right here on the 4 hour, right? It looked pretty dangerous, pretty bearish, but as the price was getting higher into $58,000, which was at the time a very key area of resistance, we confirmed a red dot. But then we got a green dot, and then bam! This is called playing a game of red dot, green dot, all right? This is where 618, she kind of like, she strings you along. Because you're in the friend zone, she's using you, right? She's using you because you carry her books to class. And you let her cheat from all your tests and all your labs in biology class. And basically, you make sure that she has money when she wants to buy stuff, right? She's not going to date you. So she strings you along a little bit. And so she rejects you with the red dot. But then she says, you know what, Jason? Maybe there is a chance that we could maybe go steady. And then she'll lure you up to the next place where you ask her out again. And then she will reject you, right? We very well may see this happen on the daily time frame. Reason is because look at the 4 hour right now. This is giving me a little ray of hope, thinking that Bitcoin could be a little bit buoyant. In fact, if we take a look right now, I also want to take a little look at the dollar here. All right, dollar showing signs of weakness, money flow pouring out of the dollar. All right, if the dollar keeps dumping like this could actually help a Bitcoin stay afloat a little bit. Now, we understand that in 2 days, all right, in 2 days, it's FOMC. All right, FOMC, where the Fed will make the interest rate decision. Honestly, here's what I think. If they make a 25 beats per second decrease, I think, honestly, we'll probably see Bitcoin dump. Give me 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second here. I gotta go check on something. So like the stream, subscribe to the channel, and all that good stuff, all right? All right, we're back, y'all. We are back. Sorry about that. All right, so look, there is a chance we could play a game of red dot, green dot on the daily time frame, because as we understand, with this whole deal with the FOMC coming up, right, we could still have a rally into that, especially if this 4 hour gives us a green dot with this money flow getting higher. We could see the daily do what the 4 hour just did, right, where this, especially being such a low momentum wave, does something like this, right? And this VWAP right here, it comes right back over the 0 line, right? Because remember, when we're looking at the daily and then we're looked down to the 4 hour, we're literally looking at a zoomed in version of the daily. And so the hope right now for Bitcoin for a little bit more of a rally is this 4 hour green dot, which may print overnight here, depending on what Asia does. Now in 5 minutes, this red dot is going to confirm. If we bump from here, what are we looking to hit? Well, our first area of resistance is going to be $61,100. This is going to be our next area. And then I would honestly be basically interested in coming up wherever. Actually, hang on 1 second. All we need to do is put on our 786 right here, right? This box is where we need to be looking for resistance if that 4 hour prints, right? Because if this 4 hour does print, gives us another rally, we could see a higher high into the $60,000 to $62.5 thousand zone. All right, now let's get super bullish right now. Let's say this gives us a nice bounce and we just have a crazy rally for the next 2 days leading up into FOMC. We do also need to be aware of one more amazing area of resistance above us, which is going to be $67,000, the high volume node of this entire range, which would have a lot of very interesting results. Think of this, guys, okay? We want to think like a market maker, right? We want to think like somebody who's going to wreck, wants to wreck everybody, right? We have this area of resistance here lining up perfectly with this trend line and this high volume node right here at $67,000. If we start to rally, people are going to be calling for this inverted head and shoulders breaking out, right? People are going to be saying that we got the inverted head and shoulders, it's about to break out, or people will be looking even at this resistance right here, crying, screaming from the top of the street. Inverse head and shoulders, guys, breaking the trend line. We're going all in, baby. And this is where we trap the longs longing the top, and this is where we could actually see a big rejection, potentially coming back down to 47 or below, right? So these are things that we really need to be aware of right now. Essentially, if this level holds right here, the level that we're at right now, this golden pocket, and I'd say this is a bit of a range right here, right? This is a bit of a zone. We could pull our fib from high to low and basically just say between the golden pocket and our 786. If this holds, we could see a larger rally coming up tomorrow and Wednesday into that FOMC. If that box does not hold, then I think we will probably see a dump into Wednesday, right? So this one-day red dot right here, not looking good. The only hope we have right now for bullishness is going to be our 4-hour. So be watching for a 4-hour green dot right now. Watch for a 4-hour green dot on market cipher B. All right, we come to our 1 hour. What do we see? Some slight bull div right here. Looking like we could form a bottom soon, if not already formed a bottom. You know, if we come down for another drive, right, we do something like this maybe. Then we get more bullish divergence on market cipher B on the 1 hour time frame, right? If we come over here and we search for pig nipples. All right, pig nipples. Let's go to images. All right, shield your eyes. Yeah. All right. Yeah. We could see the pig nipple pattern on market cipher B here, where we get the triple drive of divergence, full of that pig colostrum, ready to pump that baby piglet up to 700 pounds. Okay, make it into a big man pig, a big wild boar, ready to gore out in the wild. Okay, so we got, these are different scenarios that could happen. All right, guys. So we got to give a major shout out once again to the Casper crew, because we have been taking these trades here, right? The short trade from $60,000. I let everybody know, hey, y'all, I am taking the trade. I'm short. I shorted the golden pocket. We were looking for it, and we took the short, which is currently up right now, over $7,000 in profits, as well as the long trade from this low right here. Taking the trade, letting people know what I'm doing. In the Casper crew, we're not giving signals, but I am just letting people know, gave the setup in advance, let people know, look, I took the long trade with a portion of my position size, looking for another dip maybe. So that's what's going on right now. This is where we're at right now with the current trades. Of course, we're still short from 65K from the short setup that was given in advance in the Casper crew. I'm not going to be closing that unless we take out actually $49,000, where I will be looking to take a little bit more profit from that trade. All right. So personally, here's what I would like to happen, and I've gone over this before, but if I could kind of pick the price action, here's what I would like to happen. I would like to see a little bit more of a rally this week into FOMC. I would like to see FOMC basically give us a the beginning of more of a downtrend, right? The rate cut, 25 beats per second, maybe, you know, taking us down to the low 40s, and then getting very, very bullish as we, after the election and as the new president gets sworn in the United States, we can see things really rally into 2025, where we do see Bitcoin finally make a new all-time high. Because let's not forget the fact that, you know, on the all-time index here, right, for Bitcoin, just based on the 4-year cycles, we are not looking for that high until around March 2025, right? Because about a year after the halving, that's when we typically top out. And that year after the halving is going to be coming in around March, April 2025. So here's like what I'm kind of looking to see, if we get a move down to this very key support resistance zone at around the low 40s, where we have basically the trend line of the entire bull market, right? Trend line of the whole bull market. We have this very key level at $43,000, multiple confluences at 43K. We drip down, we get the bounce from there, and then we top out in the I don't know, maybe second quarter-ish of 2025 to put in our high somewhere between $80,000 and $100,000, in my opinion. Maybe 120, but we'll have to see, right? We'll have to see how that goes. All right, major shout out to everybody in the chat right now. Just to recap here, the weekly market cipher B was printing a green dot earlier. Now it's not. Now it looks like a bottom is not going to be put in. We have just confirmed 2 minutes ago, officially now, we have confirmed the red dot on market cipher B. All right, bearish signal confirmed right now, live on YouTube. All right, make sure to like, make sure to subscribe to the channel. I know you might be thinking, Jason, all you ever do is ask us to like and subscribe. Well, I'm not the only one asking, guys.
Make sure to like and subscribe to Jason Casper. He's the best YouTube trader in the world. He's getting huge. Shout out to the Casper crew.
All right. Shout out to everybody in the chat right now. Let's see who we got in the chat. And then we will go over some more things. Shout out to Crawler, who says RD confirmed. We got the red dot, El Punto Rojo, the Mexican gangster, coming out the gate with the red dot. We got ourselves Kasim in the chat. We got Indar in the chat. Please add crypto options for the Discord. We do have that. You just have to open up a ticket in the Discord. Shout out to Ben. Shout out to Hornets. Shout out to Dari. Only bullish if Trump. I think it'll be bullish no matter what, to be honest with you. Check El Punto Rojo. Thank you. Volkov. Yes, El Punto is officially confirmed right now. All right. Shout out to Bullish on Parade. Good thing I work at an alphabet organization. I keep having to clear weird search history, bro. That's so funny. Bullish on Parade. Shout out to Donald D. Is it possible we get rejected like your high school girlfriend? Absolutely, it's always possible. Shout out to J-Boy Bullish in the chat. Shout out to J Paul. Shout out to Shane Stein. Shout out to All In. So both stories will make people open longs now and they all get wrecked tonight. What stories? About my high school girlfriend? I don't know. Here's the main thing, guys. If you are talking about opening a trade, you cannot open a trade unless you have 3 things, all right? What 3 things do you know? Like the stream. That's the first thing. No, but look, if you're going to enter a trade, you need 3 things. Thing number 1 is an entry. Thing number 2 is a stop loss. Thing number 3 is a target. All right? If you have those 3 things, you have a valid trade setup. You need to know where your entry is, all right? You need to know where your entry is. You need to know where your stop loss should go, and you need to know where your target's going to be, right? Those 3 things are what you need to enter a trade. All right, if you're trading without those 3 things, you are gambling and you are going to lose all your money. You can't, especially if you're leverage trading, you can't just open up a long because you think things are bullish or a short because you feel bearish. It's not about feeling, it's not about predictions, guys. It's about taking trade setups that you've planned for in advance, all right, and have reasons to enter, okay? The reason I entered this trade here is because we did have divergences. They didn't look the best, money flow coming down. So I decided to enter a portion of my trade thinking if we dip lower, I would enter the rest of my position down here, all right? So of course I've hit a TP1 here because it was just too good of a risk reward on this one to not at least realize something, because if we do come back down again, I can always add more. If we don't come down, whatever. I got a whole Bitcoin on the trade, plus I'm still long $100,000 from 50 to 500 as well, right? So you got to make sure, guys, that you when you're looking for trades, that you are doing it according to your plan. All right. Shout out to Volkov. He says your bones can feel it. Oh, Asia's on holiday again. Dang it, Asia! You've been on holiday now for like a week. All right. We've been on holiday for like a week, right? There was no Asia Open yesterday either. One more thing I do want to say, guys, is this, all right? Technically speaking, and just one more bearish element here. We're just going over factors, right? Bearish and bullish factors. One more bearish factor right now is the fact that not only did we reject from the 618 Fibonacci, but we also did reject from the value area low of this range here, right? Not a good look for Bitcoin. Not a good look. It's really not a good look. I wish it was a better look. I wish she looked better. I wish she was as beautiful as 618, you know, but unfortunately, she looks more like her older sister, 786. Now, some people say that 786 looks like this picture of myself when I graduated from college with a degree in trans, non-carbon, binary emission, gender studies. Back in the day, I got that degree, $500,000 in debt, couldn't find a job. I hated myself too, because being this body composition, I was constantly passing gas because all my vegan food was causing me to fart and fart and fart, processed fake meat, Beyond Burgers every single day, farting and farting. And then I realized farting is carbon and carbon is evil. And then I realized I'm made of carbon. This cycle of self-loathing, all right? I didn't even know what color my hair was, right? In the LGBT spectrum, I identified as P question mark. Is my hair pink or purple? I don't even know. That was my pronoun, P question mark. But thankfully, I learned a lot about intersectionality during these days, which caused me to identify those good areas for trades. Like, for example, when the golden pocket intersects with the value area low of the range, this is called intersectionality. I learned all about that in college, and I used this actually to take the short trade right from $60,000. Now, fun fact about me, I'm actually the first ever trans non-carbon binary emission gender studies major to ever hit 200,000 subscribers on YouTube.
Jason Casper, let me tell you, that man is something else. A true warrior for change. He's the first ever trans non-carbon binary emission gender standards major to ever reach 200,000 subscribers on YouTube.
You know, and I even have Barack himself vouching for me on that one. So make sure to subscribe to the channel, y'all. Yeah, shout out to everybody in the chat, by the way. You guys are absolutely amazing. God bless you all. Shout out to RPM87. Shout out to the Dusty Hunt. He's trans am. Shout out to Beam Sir. I only came for the rap improv. I try to follow my own TA. Shout out to Secor X. Shout out to Sergio, non-carbon trans. Speaking of that, we did take a poll, and we wanted to know, are you bullish, bearish, or trans non-carbon binary emission-ish? Most of you people are bullish, and then a few are bearish, and then 22% trans non-carbon binary emission. All right. So very interesting. Most of you guys are bullish. That's very interesting, especially after we confirm the red dot. So right now I'm pretty agnostic. Yeah, we've got a bearish signal confirmed. Not the best look for Bitcoin, but it still wouldn't surprise me if we get some kind of buy the rumor, sell the news, taking us either to this area, 61K, or potentially catching everybody off guard by coming up to the high volume node of the range at around $67,000. 67K keeps the bears away. 67K a day keeps the bears away. All right, shout out to Willie Grill, DOD from Sweden. Will I rap today? I don't know. I'm not really feeling a freestyle rap, guys. I'm tired. It was leg day. I did a lot of work outside. I don't know if my mind can handle a freestyle right now. Jenny Swasson's a perma bull. I long all tops. Well, sometimes it works out. All right. Do I rap for Drain the Swamp 53's 89-year-old mother, Patricia? Okay, I will do a rap for Patricia. Is that true? Your 89-year-old mother, Patricia? All right, let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do, all right? I don't know. Oh, man, I'm really not feeling a freestyle. But we'll see what we can do, all right? We'll see what we can do. All right. This one goes out to Patricia. Yo, shout out to my man, Drain the Swamp. Shout out to his 89-year-old mother, Patricia. This one goes out to you, girl. Yeah. Here we go. Oh yeah. Here we go. Don't you know? Yeah. Oh snap. Who's that girl? She's looking so fine. Her name's Patricia. I can't believe she's 89 because she looks so good when we're trading in the hood. Got the Bitcoin price looking up to no good. Came down to the white box of support. Everyone who shorted, man, you know they're about to get hoard. I looked over to 6 Juanita. I said, hey girl, you wanna get some pizza? 6 Juanita, she smacked me in the face. She said, Jason Casper, get away, you're such a disgrace. I don't ever wanna see you in this place. Then she kicked me right out and I had to run the race. I thought I would never find love. Bitcoin price trading like the hand in the glove. But then I looked over here, I wanted to kiss her, but then I turned around and I see Patricia. Oh snap, Patricia, you know I love you so much. Maybe after this stream we could get some lunch and get some coffee. The caffeine through our veins. Then we trade some Bitcoin, you know I ain't playing. But hey, when we're coming to the treadmill to trade. Looking for the setups every single day. Got the plunger in the hand, the hat on the head. Hopefully our trades don't end up dead. Hey Patricia, I hear you're a little mature. Let me tell you what I heard, the word. I hear old women like monocles, cause it takes them out and they're feeling so full. Makes you think I know a thing or two, like I read some books or I went to school. Perhaps maybe we could rap with a British accent, and then we can go back and have a little accident. I'm talking about when you get a little bit older, sometimes you have an accident and you have to wear some folders. I'm talking about the Depends diapers that I wear when I trade every single day to keep the liquidation away. Ah yes, I'm so mature with the monocle on my face. Jason Casper, you are such a great man, not a disgrace. Well, now we're coming back to the chart. Got the technical analysis like a beautiful work of art, and then the candles turning purple, then the candles turning blue. Bitcoin about to show you what she's about to do, cause the trades are going up and the candles turning purple. Then they call me a nerd, just like Steve Urkel. Now we're rapping on the treadmill, my girl Patricia. 6 Juanita, man, I don't even miss ya, cause I used to like you, but now we're over. I got Patricia, even though she's so much older. Yeah, now we're rapping again. Bitcoin hanging out with all her good friends. Yeah, I got a Mercedes Benz, trying to flex for Patricia and her friends. Yeah, here we go, my man, drain the swamp. He wants to see the Bitcoin pump, and then we drop, and then we're coming back to the next resistance. Bitcoin gonna break out and go the distance. Here we go, we're bouncing from the box. I look over on the wall to check on the clock to see what time it is when Jason Casper rhymes to piss in the bottle next to his desk. You know it is the place that I like to go. Bitcoin pumping like my next crypto flow. Oh, all right. Shout out to Patricia. All right, that's all I got on a Monday night. All right. Shout out to Drain the Swamp. Shout out to Patricia. All right. Okay, all right. So, Bitcoin, we got ourselves a nice... We're getting a little bit of a nice bounce right here, all right? We're getting a little bit of a nice bounce from this level here. Let's see how it goes. Let's check out the order flow. All right, let's check out the order flow. How's the order flow looking right now? Because we did just get this daily open. We want to see how's it looking. All right, pop on over to this right here. And what do we got? Okay, so decrease of open interest, guys. You know, one thing that the past day and, you know, all yesterday's daily candle, which is still today for me, this has been characterized by a decrease of open interest, meaning traders are closing their positions, right? We're not seeing more money, new money come into here. We saw some people try and long this. This so far right here hasn't been anything, right? It hasn't really been anything of significance. Just a few shorts getting squeezed. No longs really coming in. But as you can see, when the daily candle opened, we rejected from the VWAP immediately, but now we're starting to reclaim it. This is actually known as an open drive setup, where when the daily candle opens and you dip below the VWAP and then immediately close the candle above it, you can look for some follow through. So maybe we're going to see some follow through right here. And we can actually see this on our chart. When we come back to the trade, you can see that, you know, we got a little bit of a drop down to here, right? This was our VWAP. And let's see, let's take off the magnet tool. Yeah, we lost it, and then immediately we reclaimed. And now let's see if we get a little bit of a pump, baby. Let's see if we get a little bit of a pumperoni queso. Where would we be looking for a pump right now? Well, I'd say let's do a little analysis. Let's assume this pump continues, right? And let's go down to a lower time frame and talk about what we could expect. Expect. All right, don't forget to hit the like, guys. Don't forget to hit the like. And don't forget to subscribe either. All right, let's go ahead and pull from the high to the low. Oh, look at this, guys. I mean, I would say we could get a move up to the golden pocket. Let's take a look at this. Yeah, high volume node, golden pocket up there. Let's actually take a look at all of this from the high, from that. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, now we are talking, because look at this, right? We take it from, basically from the high that we made until our current price action And we can see that the value area low lines up perfectly with none other than 6 Juanita, all right? Now, here's the thing. 6 Juanita, will she date us this time? We are playing the jealousy card right now with Patricia, right? 6 Juanita, she might be getting a little bit jealous of Patricia. Shout out to Drain the Swamp's mom. So, I mean, look, the reality is, guys, if 6 Juanita does go out on a date with us, we might come up to some of these higher levels like 59, 430 to that support resistance flip that we made here over the weekend. Here's something else, guys. Let's think about this. I haven't even thought about this until just now. Do we have a CME gap? Let's check it out. Yeah. Wow. All right, CME gap up here, man. So, yeah, let's see if we don't test that CME gap before another move to the downside. CME gap coming right around 59.9. 59.9, get a back test of 59.9, maybe get a little relief. 6 Juanita says yes, come up here, and then bam, right? Let's see if that something like that happens, because right now that's kind of looking like a nice area of confluence. In fact, let's go to exo charts right now and let's see what happened if we have any other levels at 59.9. We have one at 60,100 naked point of control. So 60,100. Yeah, so we have a zone of resistance, guys, right here. This is a pretty key zone of resistance. So if we start to get a move up and we reclaim our first area of resistance at 58.4, well, we could see a move up to this area where we could then look for a potential short trade, right? We got a nice confluence there as well, the 786 Fibonacci, right? So technically we could say this is our resistance here. But the more precise level would be right around the 5960K zone before another push back to the downside. All right. All right. I wish it came down to the daily yesterday so I could take a long. Yeah, Han, I was waiting for that daily as well, so I could get into a bigger long position, but it never really happened, right? We got a 3 to 4 hour green dot now? We got dots now? Is that what we're saying? We got the dots printing right now? Let's check it out. Let's check it out. Let us check it out, baby. Let's go to the 4 hour. Oh! Whoa! Wow, do you guys see that? Do you see that? Do you guys see what I'm seeing? Man, it's so interesting. We're just talking about this being our hope for more upside. Man, can you believe if this was the low and we're in with only a $60,000 position? Oh man. Oh man. At least we're in though. At least we're in. At least we're in, right? At least we're in. Where do you see CME gaps? You got to go to the CME futures ticker, but I have an indicator here on TradingView that shows you where it is. So there's an indicator on TradingView you can use called, it's really hard to remember the name. It's called CME Gap Bitcoin. And you put that on your chart and it will show you where the gaps are, because it will basically see this red and green right here, these red and green areas. Here, let's make it a little bit easier to see. Can we make it easier to see? No, that's as good as we get. Let's go down to like the 1 hour time frame. It will show you where the Friday candle closed on the futures chart, which closed right here on Friday. And then over the weekend, we opened up down here at 59,178, had a little bit of a dump. And so the gap is still up here at 59,933. Let's go actually to the futures chart and let's take a look at our daily time frame. Oh, wait a second. Wait 1 second. Is this right? This was the Monday candle? Wait, do we even have a gap? Hang on. Now I'm freaking myself out here. This is Friday, and then Sunday. Huh, maybe we don't have a gap. Maybe I'm just freaking myself out here. This is the second time I made a fool out of myself looking at the futures chart here. I don't see a gap on this chart, but the indicator shows me a gap. Well, whatever the case, gap or no gap, it doesn't change the fact that this is our key resistance. And if we do have a gap here, that's just an added confluence. And if we don't have a gap here, we still have a massively high volume node and key fib levels, and just just a nice lower high looking area. If this is a legit top, right, and this is a legit lower low right here, right, we made our low, our high, our higher low, our higher high, our higher low, our lower high, our lower low. This would be a lower high and another lower low, right? That's basically what we're looking at right now. That's essentially what we are looking at right now. There's really no Asia Open today. Is that true? All right, there is a gap. Okay, there's a gap. Cool. Well, I trust the dang indicator. I trust the dang indicator. Do I have videos on how to pull fibs? Oh, yeah. And I have courses on it, too. But, yeah, there's videos all over the place. Just search for Jason Casper Fibonacci 101. And I got free content for y'all out there. Free content for y'all. All right? Shout out to Alien DJ Carcass from Venezuela. Shout out to Sergio. Shout out to BM Sir. 4 Hour Green Punto. We Gucci boyos. Si, senor. Si, senor. Yo hablo mucho español. Alright. Shout out to Dude Bro. He says cool beats. Well, thanks, man. I'm all about the cool beats. I'm all about the cool beats. Alright. Do you want me to dump Bitcoin, Usman? I don't know. If we get the push to the steaming gap, we can target the short liquidity a bit higher around 61, 62. What do you think? Yes! Yes! This is exactly what... I mean, if you watch the beginning of the stream here, then yeah, that's exactly what we're basically looking at. Yeah, so honestly, I don't like this red dot. I was hoping that we would not print it, but the 4 hour does give us hope. And then essentially the two areas of resistance that we have is going to be 61K, the liquidity up here, just as you say, my man, 61K, right up here. And then also, you know, not only is that 61K liquidity, but it's the 786, right? So we pulled the fib from high to low, and our 786 is coming in right around there as well. So we have some nice confluences basically in the zone between 61 to 62K, where I would say this is prime shorting zone right up here. Next area to be looking for a short. But in super bullish conditions, guys, in super bullish conditions, we would look for 65K to get taken, coming up to 67K high volume node. That would catch everybody off guard, man, and that would be an epic short, right? 61K and then 67K are really my two upward targets in event of massive bullishness. All right, an event of massive bullishness. But overall, I do feel like more downside based on the daily could be coming, guys. So all this to say, I'm just looking for key levels and looking for trade setups. I'm not trying to make predictions. On weeks that we can expect lots of volatility like this, all right, then we cannot rely on our feelings or what we want to happen. We have to just say these are the key levels. If we come to one of these levels and we see confirmations on our oscillator or whatever we use to get into a trade, then we take a trade. Right? Then we take a trade. We just wait for the trade and then we take the trade. All right? So that's how I've been taking all these trades that I've been taking recently. I just wait for a level and I take a trade. Right? All right. Are we getting the JTTW pattern? If I'm so confident of the price dumping, then don't set a stop loss. I just said, Diamond Hands Darryl, I'm not confident in anything, bro. I'm literally just looking for the levels. But as Bullish on Parade says, there is no stop loss. There's never a stop loss. All right, everyone knows. It's not a stop loss. There's no stop losses. We don't do that, man. We don't do that. I actually don't have a stop loss on the long trade right now, as you can see. But I will be putting one in before I go to sleep. You can rest assured on that. Rest assured. Rest assured. How do you know when to close long and short? Well, it's different for every person, all right? It's different for every person. You gotta make up your own mind with that, honestly. You gotta make up your own mind. You're out of a position. Wait or enter. I would never enter a trade right here unless... I mean, okay, so you have to have a plan, man. If you don't have a plan, if you have to ask that question, I know that you are not in the right place to actually trade. All right. If you have to ask that question to a YouTuber, you should not be trading. You should not be trading. You should already know the answer to that question. Do you have a trade setup, a valid trade setup? Right now, there is a valid trade setup, which is this. You would have to enter here. Your stop loss would basically have to kind of, it's tough. I mean, it's tough because we could come down to liquidity grab those lows. But honestly, our target would have to be like 61K. This is like a general trade setup right here. A 2-to-1 risk reward. If you're feeling super crazy, say we come up to 62K, that's like almost a 3-to-1. If you're feeling super crazy and you think we can actually rally up to the high volume node, you know, that's a 6-to-1 risk reward, right? We don't know if that trade is going to play out for you, but it's a valid setup with a valid risk to reward. If you're using risk management, then there's nothing wrong with taking it. But here's the thing. Like I said in the beginning of the stream, you have to have 3 things for every single trade you take. You have to know why you're entering, where you're entering, right? You need a reason to enter. You need a valid stop loss, meaning you know how much you're going to risk, and you're risking no more than 1 to 2 to 3 max % of your trading stack, right? And then you need a target, and that target needs to be more money winning than what you're risking, right? At least a 2-to-1, preferably a 3-to-1, right? So if you don't have those things, you should not be trading, period, until you learn these things, all right? This is stuff we go over in the Casper Crew VIP Discord. Not only do we give the trade setups in advance, and a lot of us, you know, we share what we're doing in here, myself and the other instructors. We're not giving signals, but oftentimes we share, you know, like for example, I've taken the long, you know, blah, blah, blah. All right. It's not a signal. I'm just letting you guys know how I'm doing it. But in the Casper Crew VIP Discord, we have an entire beginner's course that goes over risk management, all the stuff you need to know to not get wrecked doing this. All right. It's the best trading community in the world, best value for the price. In fact, most trading groups will charge you like 5 times as much money for like a fraction, a tenth of the value that you get in the Casper Crew. All right, there are crazy like ICT groups out there that literally just like post a chart once a day and they charge you like $500 a month. They don't give you anything, right? We're in there. We got 3 instructors showing you how they're trading. They all trade with a different style. We got live streams going all the time. It's legit, man. All right, all right, all right. Well, we are bouncing, baby, and I'm gonna head out, guys. I love all of you. God bless you all in Jesus' name. Even if you're not religious, may the Lord bless you. May He bless your family. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for spending the time tonight to go over this analysis. We will be live again tomorrow, guys. And of course, on Wednesday, we're going to be live for the juiciest stream in the world. Don't miss Wednesday. That being said, God bless you all, and I will see you next time. Peace.